In the fast-paced rhythm of modern life, we often find ourselves caught in a routine that seems never-ending. The news around us, work demands, family responsibilities, and even worries about the future can accumulate, creating a weight that feels hard to carry. It's not uncommon to start the day with a sense of insecurity, as if each new dawn brings a wave of uncertainties. How many times have you woken up wondering, how can I find protection and blessings to face all of this? This question is common, and in moments of vulnerability, we need something to anchor us, to provide a sense of security. It is in this context that the Lord's Prayer becomes a powerful tool. With its simple yet profound words, this prayer invites us to connect with something greater, to seek not only protection, but also the understanding that there is a force that surrounds and guides us. As we recite it, we find a sacred space to place our worries, renewing our hopes and strengthening our faith. The Lord's Prayer is not just a sequence of words, it is an invitation to reflection and surrender. It is a way to start the day with the assurance that, regardless of the challenges that may arise, we are not alone. Throughout this video, we will explore how this prayer can be a shield in turbulent times and a source of blessings as we begin each new day. Prepare for a journey of discovery and connection, where each word will resonate in your heart, bringing peace and protection into your life. The Lord's Prayer is one of the most well-known and recited prayers worldwide, and for good reason. It is not merely a collection of words, but a profound expression of the relationship between us and what we consider sacred. This prayer was taught by Jesus to his disciples at a time when they sought to understand how to truly connect with what is greater than ourselves. One of the most significant passages of this prayer tells us, "Your kingdom come, your will be done, on earth as it is in heaven." Matthew chapter 6, verse 10. Reflecting on this passage, we notice that it invites us to trust in a greater purpose. In a world where we often encounter uncertainty and confusion, this phrase reminds us that we are not alone in our struggles. The will of something greater manifests in our lives in ways we often cannot see. This trust brings a sense of protection, helping us navigate daily challenges with a lighter heart. If you have ever felt lost or directionless, this passage can serve as a beacon. It suggests that even when things don't go as planned, there is an order and a purpose that lie beyond our immediate understanding. By starting the day with this mindset, we open ourselves to receive the blessings that surround us, even amid chaos. Today, many people face pressures from all sides, at work, in personal relationships, and in concerns about the future. The Lord's Prayer offers us a sacred space to connect with this greater will, allowing us to set aside our anxieties and embrace the idea that we are under the protection of something that cares for us. By reciting this prayer, we invite calmness and confidence, reminding ourselves that, regardless of the storms we may face, there is a greater plan at work. Therefore, as you begin your day, take a moment to meditate on these words. Ask yourself, how can I open my heart to the will of this greater purpose in my life? This reflection may be the key to finding the peace and protection you seek, allowing the force that surrounds us to guide us with each step. When we think of protection, we often imagine physical barriers or shields that keep us safe. However, divine protection transcends these limitations. It relates to a state of mind and an attitude that we cultivate in our lives. The principle of spiritual protection involves understanding that by connecting with something greater, we find refuge in times of difficulty. Prayer is one of the most powerful ways to seek this shelter. When we pray, we not only express our desires and concerns, but also open a channel of communication with that higher force. This connection strengthens us and prepares us to face challenges with courage and confidence. Imagine starting each day with a moment dedicated to this connection, even if it's just a few minutes. That time can be transformative. A practical example of this can be found in the morning routine. Upon waking, instead of rushing to work or the day's obligations, take a moment to breathe deeply and reflect on your intentions. Ask yourself, what do I need to surrender today? What worries can I set aside? This simple act of surrender can lighten the weight you carry and make space for divine protection to flow into your life. Moreover, it's important to recognize that protection does not mean we won't face difficulties. Instead, it gives us the strength to deal with them. Think of moments when you felt overwhelmed, but managed to find a solution or a new perspective. This shift in thinking is often a result of a deeper connection with your faith and the practice of prayer. Another way to apply this principle is through gratitude. By being thankful for blessings, even the small ones, You shift your perspective and start to see the world in a new light. Gratitude is a powerful shield that helps us realize that even in difficulties, there is always something to be grateful for. Therefore, as you start your day, remember that divine protection is always around you. By seeking this connection through prayer and gratitude, you not only protect yourself but also empower yourself to face life's challenges with an open heart and filled with hope. When we think of courage and protection, the story of David facing Goliath immediately comes to mind. A young shepherd, scorned by many, who stood up against a giant. What many don't realize is that this battle was not just physical, but an expression of faith and trust in something greater. David was not a trained warrior, but his willingness and faith made him a defender of his people. He said, "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want." Psalms chapter 23, verse 1. This statement is not just comfort, but a declaration of trust. When faced with Goliath, David was not intimidated by the stature or strength of his opponent. Instead, he remembered how he had faced lions and bears to protect his flock. This experience taught him that even in the most challenging situations, there was a strength accompanying him. David used this confidence to present himself before the giant, not with heavy armor or sophisticated weapons, but with a sling and a few smooth stones. David's choice can be seen as a powerful metaphor for our lives. Often the simplest solutions are the most effective. Sometimes we feel like David facing a Goliath in our lives. Whether it's a challenge at work, a health issue, or an emotional crisis, these giants can seem insurmountable. However, David's story teaches us that true protection and strength come from faith and trust in a greater purpose. As we face our own challenges, we can remember that we are not alone and that every obstacle is an opportunity to grow and connect with that higher strength. David not only defeated Goliath, he inspired his people to believe that with faith and courage, they can overcome any adversity. As we begin our day, may we remember that courage and the protection that comes from trusting in something greater. May we, like David, face our challenges with the certainty that the strength guiding us protects us every step of the way. Now, I want to share a personal experience with you. It was an ordinary morning, but something felt different. The alarm rang, and as I opened my eyes, a wave of anxiety washed over me. The schedule was packed, meetings, deadlines, and the constant pressure of having to manage everything. I felt my heart racing as I recalled the tasks awaiting me. I decided I needed a moment before diving into the chaos. I got up, went to the window, and let the sunlight in. I took a deep breath, and with my mind racing, I began to pray. The words of the Our Father echoed in my heart, and as I recited them, I realized I was not only asking for protection, but also surrendering my worries. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. The meaning of these words started to resonate deeply within me. As I spoke, I visualized each challenge that awaited me. What do I really need to face today? I asked myself. The worries began to dissipate one by one, like leaves carried away by the wind. I remembered that, like David, I had faced challenges before, and that even though they were daunting, there was always a strength guiding me. In that moment, something extraordinary happened. A sense of peace settled in my heart. The anxiety that had dominated me was replaced by a renewing calm. I felt that I was not alone, that there was protection around me. The prayer not only calmed me, but also gave me the courage I needed to face the day with confidence. Throughout that morning's journey, I encountered unexpected events. A complicated meeting, a tight deadline, but in each situation, I managed to take a deep breath and remember the strength I carried within me. The connection to something greater reminded me that, regardless of the difficulties, I had the power to overcome. This experience taught me that prayer is more than just a simple sequence of words. It is an act of surrender and trust. By starting the day with this practice, we open the doors to the protection and blessings surrounding us, even amidst chaos. And thus, life becomes more than just a series of challenges. It transforms into a journey of faith, courage, and protection. So, let's pray together. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Now I invite you to a moment of reflection. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Feel the air coming in and out, bringing a sense of calm. Imagine that with each breath you are connecting with that greater force that guides and protects us. Ask yourself, what worries am I bringing today? What fears and insecurities accompany me on this new day? Allow yourself to acknowledge these feelings without judgment. Now, visualize those worries as dark clouds in the sky. As you recite the Our Father prayer, imagine that with each word you are dissipating those clouds, making space for the light to enter. As you say, "Thy kingdom come, thy will be done," feel yourself surrendering those worries, trusting that there is a greater purpose in everything. Ask yourself, what would I like to leave in the hands of that purpose today? Allow this surrender to bring a sense of relief and protection, remembering that you are not alone on your journey. When you open your eyes, carry with you this peace and the assurance that you are under the protection of something greater, ready to face the day. Dear friend, at this moment, let's unite once again in prayer. I invite you to settle in and open your heart to this prayer. Today I want to start by giving thanks. Thank you for the gift of another day. Thank you for the opportunity to start anew, to face new challenges, and to seek protection and blessings in every step we take. Thank you for the little things that often go unnoticed. The warmth of the sun, the kindness of a friendly word, the comfort of home. May I never lose sight of the beauty surrounding me, even on the hardest days. Now I also want to confess. I recognize that there are moments when anxiety and fear take hold of me. On days like today, I feel insecure, as if I'm facing giants that seem impossible to defeat. But as I recite the Our Father prayer, I find refuge. And as I say, "Forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us," I release not only those who have hurt me, but also myself, allowing peace to enter my heart. And with this peace I come in supplication. I ask that on this day, I may feel the protection I so desire. May every step I take be guided by a greater force, and may the decisions I make be illuminated by wisdom. May I have the courage to face the challenges that arise, just as David faced Goliath, knowing that I am not alone in this battle. Finally, I want to offer all of this to you, who are listening to me. May I be a source of light in someone's life today. May my words and actions reflect the protection and blessing I seek. May I be an instrument of peace and love, helping to carry this message to others who need it. May this prayer resonate in our hearts and always remind us of the power we have in seeking connection and protection. Let's move forward together, confident and open to the blessings surrounding us. Throughout this video, we explored the importance of the Our Father prayer as a source of protection and blessings to start our days. We learned that by connecting with something greater, we find the strength and courage to face the challenges that arise in our path. The practice of prayer is not merely a ritual. It is an act of surrender that provides us with relief and confidence. Remember that even in adversity, you are not alone. May the courage of David inspire you to face your daily giants, trusting in the protection that surrounds us. As we conclude this video, carry with you the certainty that there is a greater purpose guiding your journey. If you felt that this content touched your heart, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave your like, and share this message with someone who also needs encouragement. In the comments, I want to know, what are your prayer requests for today? May this reflection turn into a wave of support and faith among us all. May you have a blessed and protected day.